Well, hello there, Capricorn. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I hope you're having a great day. Today we are doing your December 2022 tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's jump into this. Let's see what we have here. Otter Spirit, you are never alone, and present power. Okay, so it's really the sense of stepping into your power and knowing that you really aren't alone. You know, I feel like there's a situation that's coming up this month that you may feel a little bit like you're on your own in this situation, but to know that you really aren't, and that you have the strength, the courage, the perseverance to, you know, move through this, whatever this situation is. I also like the otter spirit because to me, otters are so playful. It's a little bit about, you know, keeping your childlike wonder, especially this time of year, right? It's about stepping into that energy of, you know, recognizing that sometimes it's not about all work. Sometimes we do need to take some time to play, and that when we do take time to play, we can see our different options, you know. We can step into that energy of listening to our intuition a little bit more. So let's see what we have here. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords and the Moon card on the bottom. You know, this is your subconscious. Your subconscious is, you know, the fears are coming up and they're somewhat sabotaging you in a situation. So you may be feeling a little bit like you're on your own in a certain situation, you know, but you really aren't. You have a lot of people around you that want to embrace you, want to celebrate you. And I feel like, you know, you have time for a nap here. You could be separated from somebody or just haven't heard from somebody in a while. And there's kind of this sense of, you know, what do I do about this? Do I take some action, you know, here? Or do I just kind of rest and relax and see how things progress? So let's go to the tarot and get some more details for you. So we have All That Glitters and the Page of Cups. You know, to me, there's this sense, I feel like, you know, this time of year, you know, there's a lot of emphasis on, you know, perhaps being around other people, or you could be feeling like a lot of other people have people around them, family and friends to celebrate the holidays with. There's almost a sense too of, you know, being a little bit concerned about your finances at this time during the holiday season. And it's almost a sense of you're focusing on what maybe you don't have instead of what you do have. It's about giving yourself a little bit more compassion. You know, our sense, our perception of our world is also, you know, what we create. It's the reality we see. So it's almost a sense that your perception is not real, because this is all that glitters. It's like fool's gold, right? Things look one way, but they really aren't. And I feel as if that is what you're kind of working on over this time. Yeah. Yeah, so, okay, so Capricorn, yeah, you have the Hermit card here. You have the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords. You know, I feel like you feel very much on your own. It could be a certain family situation, especially with the holidays, or it could be around work, something like that. Because, you know, there's a sense of either family drama or, you know, water cooler drama, you know, in the office, a little bit of that's leaving you doubting, you know, either your worthiness or your sense of having people in your life that care about you, or perhaps even about your finances. There's this sense of, of having to perhaps spend a little bit time with yourself, loving on yourself, giving yourself a lot of compassion. I feel like there's almost a sense of doubting whether things will ever work out for you. It's a very, kind of an energy of not really knowing what the future holds. And so you're almost like afraid to even take a step forward. But your spirit guides and angels want you to know that you have the strength to make the changes that you are wanting to make in your life. It's almost as if you're not willing to make the changes, okay? Because you have time for a nap. It's kind of like there are things that you could perhaps be doing to make the changes in your life that you are really wanting. And yet at the same time, it could be, well, I'll take a nap first, And so I feel like this is really kind of a difficult moment for you, I send you lots of love and hugs because there is this sense that you feel as if you are alone, and yet at the same time, you're not. So let's go to your area of resistance or your obstacle. Yeah, you have a change in the wind, and then you have the Four of Wands. I think a lot of you perhaps are seeing or have experienced perhaps sometime during this year a big change in either your financial stability or in your home setting, right? There's been a big change. It's a big shift. Now, let's talk about that, Capricorn, because you're an earth sign, and that is the root chakra. There's a sense that your root chakra has been a little bit topsy-turvy because of some changes that have occurred that are bringing you this sense of instability in your safety and security. And so there's this wanting to make a change, to step into your power, to make the Four Wands stable again, because the Four Wands represent, the four corners of our home. Having them stable helps us to feel stable in our life. And I feel like that's what you're trying to do. You're assessing the situation, right? But you're feeling as if you're alone. Like you have to build the Four Wands by yourself. Whether the Four Wands are representing a home for yourself, financial stability, or just overall happiness in your life. There's almost a sense here that you're not happy with the way things are in your life, and yet at the same time having difficulty getting inspired to make the changes that you are wanting to make. It's almost a sense of being overwhelmed, I would say, Capricorn, kind of a sense of, I don't even know where to begin. So let's, if you're resonating with this, I really do send you lots of love because this is difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I love this. Okay. Here you are, Capricorn. You're coming into your own reading. It's about stepping onto a new path. It's that saying, if you continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results, right? I mean, isn't that, I think they say that's the definition of insanity. I don't know. I think that might be an Albert Einstein quote. But there's that energy here, Capricorn, of you may have been trying to do the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, but the results are not changing, right? So it could be a work situation where you go to work and you feel like, oh my goodness, is there always going to have this chaos at work, It's kind of leaving you self-doubt, doubting yourself, doubting your job, doubting your ability to do a good job, right? And so you feel kind of like you're on your own. Or it could be a family or friend situation where you just kind of feel like there's always this chaos. Am I always, but there has to be some change. That's the thing. It's almost as if you are hoping that things will change, and yet at the same time, not taking the actions that may be necessary, stepping into your power to take the actions that may be necessary. So here's the thing, and we have the moon card. We have the full moon in Gemini on December 7th. I feel like you're gaining some clarity about what it is that you truly want. It's almost like you're on this hamster wheel, kind of like, you keep doing the same things and perhaps, thinking it's going to bring a different result. And then I feel like you kind of almost around this full moon time, you might get clarity about what it is that you truly want. It's almost like you've been on that hamster wheel so long that you don't even recognize or even remember what it is that you truly want or why you even stepped onto the hamster wheel, right? And now you're understanding something has to come to an end. I have to find a new job. I have to get in a new relationship. Perhaps I need to move to a new home. I have to find, a different way to build my financial stability, whatever that is. Maybe, you're making cuts or you're getting a financial advisor. You're getting into this energy of I have to step into my own power. It's almost as if you're trying to get the universe to work this out for you, and yet at the same time, there's some action that is needed by you. You have to break the hamster wheel. It's almost like you have to step off the hamster wheel in order to have something new come onto your path. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're going within. This is yin. I think it's interesting. We have yang underneath, right? And then we have yin. I think it's an energy of listening intuitively to yourself. I think your mind is almost like that hamster wheel trying to get you to do the same thing over and over again. It's almost like a broken record. You're almost like a broken record right now. You may be even repeating the same things over and over again, right? To the point where your friends and family might be just rolling their eyes. Like, oh my goodness, I never have enough money. Or, talking about money or talking about your job in a negative way. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, And now you're going intuitively inside, listening to your heart. What is it that I truly want? Well, it's not going to change if I stay on this wheel. Right? I have to get off of this wheel. And with the World card, you definitely are making a change. Some of you could be literally moving to a new city or moving jobs, moving out of one home and into another. There's a big sense here of, I have to make a big change. The World card is not like a little change. The World card is a big change. I have to shake it up. Because, here we are at the end of the year, and I feel like, you could be looking at, your finances, or you could be looking at a situation, especially within the home, and you're just kind of like, I'm not going into the new year in this same way. I'm making a big shift. I'm making a big change. So I love this because we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom, stepping into your confidence of knowing that you have the power to do this. It's almost as if you may have talked yourself into thinking, I can't make a change. I'm on this hamster wheel. I can't make a change, and now you're kind of understanding, well, when I don't make the change, then I'm giving my power away to another situation, or to another, person. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Yeah, I think, you have the King of Pentacles here and the Five of Swords. It's kind of like, I really feel like for a lot of you, this is a financial situation. And you're kind of like, okay, I'm not playing mind games about the King of Pentacles anymore. The King of Pentacles is someone that is grounded, responsible, reliable, has a nice home, has more money than needs, right? But at the same time, it knows that it does take work to have the things that he really wants in his life. And I think that that's what you're doing. I think you're putting down this energy of, okay, why am I not getting this, right? Into being inspired to go after what it is that you really and truly want, making those changes, being inspired to go forth in the way that you may need to go in order, right? In order to bring in what it is that you're looking for. I think for some of you, all that glitters could also represent that, what you have is not exactly what you want. So you may have some nice things, right? But it's kind of like this energy of it's not what I really and truly want. Kind of stepping into this energy of, yes, this life or this lifestyle, this job, this home is, something that I may have purchased or agreed to some time ago, but it's not really suiting my needs anymore. I've kind of expired, it's kind of expired. I've kind of grown out of this and understanding that that is okay. It's almost like a sense of I've got to step into who it is that I'm wanting to be. I feel like it's almost like you've been on this hamster wheel thinking about perhaps money or finances or your job for a very long time in the same way. And now all of a sudden you're realizing, okay, I'm not the same person. When I got on that hamster wheel, I was one person. Now I have done some, growing, evolving. I'm not the same person. I can decide to do something different, to go in a different direction. And I really like that because I feel like you're getting inspired because you're going within and you're giving yourself that, little bit of love, allowing yourself to change your mind about something, and no longer like kind of feeling like I have to hold myself to this hamster wheel, right? I can change my mind. There are other things that are becoming more apparent to me that I really and truly want in my life. And going in a new direction. I really love it. Okay, so let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Capricorn, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, how does my body want to move today? I really like this card. This card comes out when we're stuck in our mind. We're allowing our mind to kind of run away with our fears or the reasons that we stay in the same place, right? And so I feel like, one of the ways that we can get out of our head and back into our heart, listening to what it is our heart truly desires, is by moving our body, turning on some music, especially this time of year, turn on some holiday music, dance, making sure that you're getting some exercise every day, just taking a walk or something like that, allowing your hamster wheel in your mind, right, to, allow yourself to get off that treadmill and to kind of like go in a different direction, to really move within your body, to move your body in a different way will help you to release that kind of hamster wheel mentality. When we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Yes, it is time to try something new, Capricorn. And, I feel like that is part of this. There's some actions. There are some changes that I feel like you really and truly want to make, but you just feel like your energy is drained, that you don't have the energy perhaps to do it. So it is about raising your vibration, kind of moving your body and getting your vibration high. When we raise our vibration, then we attract in more energy. And so I really love this card for this reading. Well, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you much love and light in this situation and in all your situations. Please be kind and gentle with yourself as you're moving through this. And I'd love to hear in the comments how this might resonate with you. What changes are you trying to make in your life this last month of December? Okay, so I will see you later. Much love and light. Bye for now.